Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. This is why people keep on watching my channel, because of the non-stop comedy, the non-stop surprises. Who would have thought we'd be at 9-2 with a Shaman deck, a deck for a class I promised I would never play again, or at least not for a long time. Forced into it, ended up with a good deck. The question, of course, is do I lift my Shaman ban? And the answer is, nah. I don't know. I'm not gonna lift the ban. I might as well just end on a high note. And even if I were to keep playing Shaman, this actually ended up being like the second class I made it to 6 runs with, or 5 runs, whatever the current number is. So I wouldn't have to be playing it for a while. How fitting that we'd be playing against a Shaman named Hunter. There's just no end to the comedy going on here. Do you keep a Flame Tongue Totem? I don't think so. Not in this circumstance. Yeah. I'm gonna mulligan that as well. So we're gonna just keep this for removal. Flame Tongue made no sense to keep because I wasn't going to play it on turn 2, and it wouldn't really do me a whole lot of good. I mean, I could hope for the Totem on turn 2 and then have it live, and then play Flame Tongue and kill something with it, but I mean, if he just killed my Totem, then I would get nowhere. Alright, in fact, that's what's going to happen. Here's going to play something. Hey! Well played. So he's got the Whirling Zapotron here. I could throw my own Zap-O-Matic at it, or I could play this guy. I'm actually going to play my Zap-O-Matic. The reason for this is that this thing's actually more valuable to me than this thing is, because clearly I'm not going to get the super crazy damage thing. Please kill it, please kill it, please kill it. Oh, thank you. He killed it. Alright. Oh, he plays another one! Oh my god. Alright, well, we get a pretty decent move here. We get to play the Power Mace, which really is, this is definitely on the list of, like, I really want cards for Shaman. In fact, I would pick this over Stormforged Axe pretty much every time. I think it's just amazingly good. And, yeah, I just it's very lucky that I got 2 of them in this draft. Now, here we have some interesting options. I could just play a couple of creatures and then leave this totem alone. The advantage of wasting, quote-unquote, the other tick of this weapon on the totem is that it would buff this guy to Chillwind Yeti status. But I'm going to get greedy here. We will just play these things and pass. So that gives him a chance to kill this with Lightning Bolt and Rockbiter. The reason why I think that might not happen is he traded away his Whirling Zap-O-Matic for mine, which tells me he didn't have removal, because if he had removal, he clearly would have used it and then gone for the Zap-O-Matic trick. So this is why I think I was going to be able to get away with murder here. And yeah, we'll get away with murder. So we're going to, it doesn't actually matter how I do this. Gonna kill that. Gonna kill that. So spell damage totem. And then play Cobra. Actually, the Cobra does not need to get buffed by the wolf. So I'm gonna assume he's going to kill my dude somehow. Make a totem. Now, normally, you know, you'd want to play the weapon, but of course I'm not gonna overload myself before I have a fire elemental coming online, so this is fine. The healing totem was a very nice touch. Oh, he has the Earth Shock. Well, better than Hex, I suppose. So let's see if he has a finisher for it. No, he just has that thing. Okay, this is good. So fire elemental is a perfect reply to that. We'll just use it before we lose it. And this guy, you know, he's silenced, but he's still a 2/3, which does some damage and gets healed up by this totem, which admittedly was a very lucky flip. It was the best totem I could have gotten. Alright, this is looking really good. Can I win with Bloodlust next turn? Let's see what he does before. Ah, he's got Fire Elemental. Okay, so let's see if I can win with Bloodlust. We have here a total of 6, 7, 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 12 is 24 damage. That actually is the kill, so let's just win the game. Of course, the reason that we beat this guy is because he's a Shaman, and Shamans suck, so no surprise there. Don't know what that guy was doing at 9 wins. But we lucked out. He didn't have any Lightning Bolts or Rock Biters or Bluegill Warriors or Stormforged Axes. If he had had any of those things to kill my Whirling Zap-O-Matic and could have just kept hitting me with his, then I would have been in big trouble. So 10 wins is an important milestone. I've only made it to 10 wins 4 times. Interestingly, twice with Mage and twice with Rogue. So it's very lopsided. It hasn't been spread out quite like it used to be. And then I made it to 12 wins once with Mage, and I have never made it to 11 wins with anybody. Exactly 11, that is, not just moving on up. Ukon. If we count final results, I guess I've made it to 10 wins 5 times. 3 with Mage, one of which ended up being 12, and then twice with Rogue. So now we're up, we had the count by 1. Shaman made it to 10 wins once. And we're fighting for 11, which would be hilarious because this is a class I swore off. So of course I'd make it to 11 with Shaman. So Power Maces, man. Power Mace is really, really good. I mean, it's not like I'm saying anything super mind-blowing there, because obviously it's good. You don't have to be an expert at the game to look at that card and be like, oh yeah, that card's good. But the fact that I had synergy with it just made a really, really big difference. Okay, so we have some interesting options here. Clearly I'm going to be coining. Question is, Unmanned Elemental or the Golem? The Golem dies, but it does kill this thing and live. This thing also kills the ooze and lives, but it doesn't respawn. What do they like? What's the likelihood I'm going to use Crackle next turn? Pretty much 0, so this thing is not going to come into play. Both this and the Golem die to a recruit after killing off the ooze. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the Golem, and the reason for this is, let me tell you the reason. This is a mech. This could come into play later. I do have 2 Power Maces here. Might want this around to have a mech option for getting buffed by Power Mace. Okay, this is a little bit scary because, of course, it will trigger Wind Fury against my Unbound Elemental, so I could do a change of action here. Oh, well, never mind. Wow. Wow, am I glad I played this guy. That was a really good top deck, and it worked very nicely with my previous play. So this thing gets buffed, kills the Worgen, and then I kill the ooze, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for playing that ooze. It's interesting now. Do you play oozes against Shaman? Used to be there's Doomhammer the Epic, and it's just a 1 common, the Stormforged Axe. So do you really want to hold on to your ooze for something that might not come? But nowadays, with Power Mace in the picture, it's different. Okay, so do I hit him in the face just to clear the way for a Power Mace? Shoot, because if he plays a recruit, I'm going to regret hitting him in the face, because this is a great tool for killing recruits. But if he doesn't play recruits, I might want the extra power on the Power Mace. Alright, I'm going to hit him in the face 1 time. I don't think it's that likely he's going to make 2 recruits here, so we'll get 1 tick away. Alright, Zombie Chow is actually not bad. I don't mind that extra healing. Of course, it's annoying that I don't have Power Mace out, because that would have been a nice way of killing Mr. Chow. So, got a couple of different options here. The Flame Tongue, I feel like it's not as good as it looks, honestly, because it does allow me to clear the board, keep my Golem alive, but then I'm passing on playing a bunch of really good creatures. Oh, man. I could just play this thing, which is super solid. Or the Fen Creeper, which would require me to leave a creature alive. Is it worth it to clear the board at the expense of playing an inferior card? I really don't think it's worth it. I think this is the time to make an exception to the rule. So we're gonna play the Fen Creeper, block the recruit from killing off my Golem. See what he's got here. I have a lot of good options here. Just really depends on what he does. The Flame Tongue could be very useful because I can play the Flame Tongue and the Stormwind Knight in the same turn.
Let me think.
Alright, it consecrates. Very interesting move. So it gets rid of one of the golems, but the Fen Creeper lives. Had I played the Darkscale Healer, the golem would have been alive still. And he just makes a recruit a pretty humble turn, I would say. Alright, so here we have to choose whether to play the Cobra or not. I think it's actually kind of likely that he is going to play something big. So I'm actually going to play the Cobra, even though it means not healing up my Fen Creeper and not getting a Yeti on the ground. I think it's good as a preemptive measure because he's got something going on. So let's get the Power Mace out. I will use it to kill a recruit, because if he's playing something really big, chances are I wasn't going to get 2 real quote-unquote kills off of that Power Mace anyway. The damaged golem is a mech. This has changed in Goblins versus Gnomes. It didn't used to have this mech keyword. So the Power Mace will buff the damaged golem. Alright, Bomb Lobber. He was probably hoping for the Cobra. He got my Fen Creeper, which is not a bad hit also. But the main problem with this move is I can just kill this Bomb Lobber pretty easily. So let's just kill it. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it does a little bit. I'll do this. And then we'll do this. And totem. Okay, we gotta look carefully here. I'm threatening lethal, I believe. 4, 8, 10, plus 12 is 22, plus 4 is actually 26 damage that I'm threatening. So he has to remove some stuff. This doesn't do it. Does he have another consecration? That doesn't do it. That definitely doesn't do anything. Oh, he's got a really bad hand if this is what he's playing. Alright, well, I guess Bloodlust wins us another game, folks. I had pretty good luck here. I mean, the damaged golem is a sturdy thing, and that power mace, of course, is doing its thing, helping out. So let's just Bloodlust up, drop Mr. Flame Tongue, and that'll do her. Like the rate, nothing to her? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're up to 11 wins with Shaman. Story of my life. Let's see if we can get to 12 wins. That would be really hilarious because I have not actually made it to 12 wins at all except one time with Mage, which is the best class. So how fitting it would be to make it to 12 wins with what I thought was the worst class. Grudgingly picking the class, not even wanting to do it because I was forced to by the arena selection. Okay, Hearthstone's a random game. Amusing things happen. So let's see what we have here for our final challenge. Is it going to be a mage? No, it's a warlock. Oh gosh, that's kind of intimidating because I don't know how good of a class warlock is for the arena. It certainly isn't very consistent for me. So it does kind of make you wonder. Alright, I think the spider tank is just going to be straight up better than this. I'm not going to wait until turn 3 to play this if there's a cause for playing Stormforged Axe on turn 2. Of course, if he plays nothing on turn 2, but what are the odds he's playing nothing on turn 2 with a coin? Very small. He's playing something. So I'm going to want this on turn 2 probably. Then again, of course, if I play this on turn 2, I don't want any of these guys because they're going to be overloaded. Do I just mulligan them both? I'm going to mulligan both. It's a bit of a radical mulligan choice, but I'm pretty sure I want to keep this. Okay, well that was not a good way to start my bid for 12 wins. This is really, really bad. And that doesn't help matters at all. Ouch. So I was thinking like, okay, I'm going to play this on turn 2, going to be overloaded, and then, you know, on turn 3 I totem, surely I'm not going to want my 3 drops on turn 4, but alright, looks like that's what might happen. So we kill the Flame Tongue. Next turn I can, not the Flame Tongue, the Flame Imp. I'm up a card. I can totem next turn and that's it. With 2 mulligans I could not come up with, and 4 subsequent draws, I could not come up with anything that costs 2 mana or less. Here's a 3 drop. Okay, it doesn't die to my Stormforged Axe, unfortunately. That guy could be useful next turn. This is actually not a bad flip, because with the Stormforged Axe it will kill the Tinkertown Technician. He has Mortal Coil though, so the good flip turned into a bad one. Does he have anything else or just a life tap? Ah, he's got something else. That's annoying because it'll stop me from killing off Mr. Tinkers, which is for sure his real name. Oh, there's the wolf, a bit late. So I am gonna play this guy. I'm up another card now because I've now killed 2 cards of his without losing anything. And this guy actually holds up against Mr. Tinkeroony. Tinkosaurus Rex. I'm getting a little bit low on health with all the Stormforged axing, and this guy, of course, pounding on me at least twice. The Raging Worgen is gonna have to probably die to the Wolf plus Stormwind Knight. Ouch, it sucks not being able to play the Twilight Drake here. I mean, I could just take another 4 damage and play the Drake. Could do that. What am I doing? Wolf plus a totem otherwise? So I'm saving myself 4 damage by playing this Drake. 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. Is that worth it? I think it's actually worth it. Yeah, so we're going to do this. I'm going to run in first so I don't lose my guy. And it's risky what I'm doing here. Very, very risky, because he could potentially have like power overwhelming and a bunch of stuff and burn me out. And I don't remember if I have Antique Killbot here. I don't think I do. So, it's just going to have to be, my cards are going to have to be able to clear off his cards. Let's see how good his 5-drop is. He life taps, which is really good to see, because I don't want him to get board presence. Leper Gnome is going to damage me a bit, which is unfortunate. And he has nothing else. Okay, so I could play the Molten Giant here. That would be a touch greedy. I could actually kill the Leper Gnome. This would drop down to 4 mana. I still can't really do much besides that and make a totem. I think it's important to get this Taunter down. I think it's important enough that I should do that. And while the totem is tempting, I'm actually going to play the wolf because I want as many real bodies on the ground as I can bear. I'm going to kill off Mr. Tinkers because he hits the hardest. I'm not in any hurry to take the 2 damage from the gnome, even with this Molten Giant. And then let's see how good his turn 6 is. I've got a 5-3, a 3-5, a 2-2, and then the Stormwind Champion coming online. So he needs a clear here. Oh man, this is a big die roll. Alright, he got one of the good ones. Flame Imp, Blood Imp, and what's the other one? Voidwalker, I would say, are the bad ones. Succubus is not as good as the Felguard or the Dread Infernal, but it's, you know, it's better. So here, bit of an awkward spot with the Succubus, because this thing doesn't quite kill it now that the wolf is dead. And then this thing kills it but dies to it. With the Stormwind Champion, actually it doesn't change. It's still the case that both of them kill it and die to it, which is annoying. I could play the Molten Giant and trade the Drake in just to have an 8/8 on the table. That would let me also play the Panther. I could play this and hit him in the face. That would be hitting him for what? 4, 6, 8 down to 17. And then try to threaten lethal with Bloodlust. But wouldn't it make more sense to put more stuff down and threaten lethal that way? Okay, so we'll kill that. Play the Giant. Play the Panther. And him in the face. Okay, so right now we have 8, 12, 14. Actually, with Bloodlust, it's exactly 19 or 23 damage being threatened. Let me count that again because I've done my math wrong before. 12, 14 plus 9 is 23. So I'm threatening lethal right now. He has to have Taunt Life Gain or removal to stop from dying. Siphon Soul or Big Game Hunter would be his best cards for killing this. Siphon Soul would give him some luck some damage as well. Okay, so non-mech minion, if it can actually kill the Panther. This is a mech, it can't be targeted, so right now it's got a 50-50 shot. Either it hits the Panther and I lose, or it hits the Molten Giant and I, not I lose, but either it hits the Panther and I don't win, or it hits the Molten Giant and I do. Let me just check that one more time. 8, 12, 14 plus 9 is 23 on the nose. I also had an Earth Shock top decked, so I could have gotten past a taunt. And we actually make it to 12 wins. Oh my god. Well, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We're only 17 minutes into this video, so anticlimactically we're going to start a run after this and see how that starts. But thank you for bearing with me on this journey to 12 with Shaman. Oh, this deck, I mean, it's good. I didn't think it was going to go to 12, though. Oh, man, hilarious. Okay, so let's see what we got. Hopefully lots of money. Or an extra Goblins pack. This is 100 dust. That's not the greatest. And we do get an extra Goblins pack. Well, that could just be an extra 40 dust, but, I mean, I think it's worth it for the qualitative value of getting an extra shot at epics and legendaries. So, okay. Shield Maiden, I could use a second one, actually, so that's handy. And then the second pack, the extra pack, is, well, in retrospect it was just 40 dust, although I don't think I actually have that thing, but still it's cool to get an extra pack. I think that's always nifty and fun, even if it doesn't end up being monetarily worth it. And there's that Ancient of Lore. Unfortunately it was not a Goblins versus Gnomes legendary, so I don't get much use out of it. Now, is that a new guy? That's a new guy, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Zap-O-Matic. Wait, I'm in Shaman. Paladin? Vault, Guardian. Yeah, I didn't have any of those yet, so that's cool. Okay, sweet! 12 wins. So let's start a new run. We have Paladin or Warlock. Well, I am anxious to redeem myself with Paladin, because it started off good and then it went really, really bad with Paladin. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, you people. Alright, we'll take Matter Bomber. So, oh, this is not a good start. I don't want Mad Scientist because Paladin and Secret suck, but this is a really bad 5-drop. I guess I'll take this, but man, that was an annoying pick. I do like the Stormwind Knight. That's great, so we'll take that there. Some removal would be good, but I can't pass on an Ogre. Ogres are too good not to take. This is, oh jeez, this is a bad pick. This is terrible because it kills your recruits. This thing is just junk. I guess we're taking that guy, though he's not a really good 4-drop. Oh god, Jesus, freaking nutsacks. Alright, Seal of Light is very good, because the healing is nice. Sometimes it'll save your life, but I mean, just having 2 mana removal is really important for a Paladin. Shielded Mini-Bot's annoying as hell, so that's great. This stuff's junk. I'm not desperate enough to take this yet, so I guess we'll take a Cycler, the Blessing of Wisdom. Stampede and Kodo is often good in the arena. Defender of Argus or Sunwalker, Texas Ranger. Gosh, I'll take them for the buffing and the extra cheapness. Avenge with Mad Scientist. Do I want this? Yeesh. And this guy's just mostly vanilla 2/3. I'm just not a big fan of these secrets. I'll take the Ventrico Mercenary for my 5-drop. Mech Warper or the Berserker? Well, let's see. We have this as a mech, and that's it. I'm gonna take this guy. I think it's just better and more good unconditionally. This guy's awesome. 3, 5, 4 good. Plus the ability sometimes matters. No sacrifice. Oh god, I could take that for the mad scientist, but I'm gonna take the inventor instead because it's a really solid 4-drop. Again, the ghoul and the fairy thing, that sucks. This thing's bad. I of the new things, the one that's a 1/4 with charge and taunt, I think is better than the Wind Fury one. But humility, jeez, I guess I'm taking this, but man, that's a very uninspiring pick. Got another opportunity for Mech Warper. Zombie Chow, same stats, 1 minute cheaper. Gives me an opportunity to have 1-drops, but anytime later than turn 1, it's probably not as good. Yeah, we'll take the Warper. True Silver Champion, yay! Bomb Lobber or Sunwalker. Interesting call. This deck, how's it doing on removal? Not much. So even though the Sunwalker is really great, I guess I could consider the Pyromancer for removal as well. I'm going to take the Lobber there. And then the Wolf Rider is an easy pick there. Oh god, I guess we'll take Guardian of Kings for a big drop and some healing. Take the Golem there. Jeez. Leper Gnome for some early drops. I'll take the Rocketeer for some endgame damage. Wow, tough choice here. 2 Premier 4-drops or Seal of Light, number 2. God, that sucks. I'm going to take the Shredder over the Seal of Light because I think it's really good. Yeti versus Wolf Rider is interesting. I could take the Dread Corsair. I do have 1 True Silver Champion for the combo, but I think these are too... these cards are too high quality, I think, to pass. We'll take the Wolf Rider for some more removal and damage, although the Yeti is tempting there. Well, this sucks. Guess we're gonna go Bomber all the way today. And a big dude. You know, I think this is just better. I don't have enough spell damage, spells to make use of the Geomancer. So we'll take the Shielded Mini-Bot. And we're gonna end with Knife Juggler. Well, I don't know. That deck had some quality issues. There's just a lot of packs where I took bad crap, and then whenever good stuff came up, it was all in the same pick. So I think this is going to be actually a really bad run. I mean, hopefully not 0. I mean, I had a Paladin deck that I thought was going to be good and went to 0-ins. That was a shocker. I don't think this one's going to go to 0. But I don't think it's going to 7 either. Anyway, after that crazy Shaman run that actually went to 12 beyond all my wildest expectations, I think I'm okay with whatever happens here. Ruben, the Sandwich Mage. Alright, we start with a Wolf Rider and a Golem. Okay, that's fine. Do I keep the Stormwind Knight? I don't have any 1-drops to fish for. I don't want to play 2-drops. I've got my turn 2 play. I'll keep this. That's fine. That'll get me some more removal, get me some more board control on turn 4. And of course a 2-drop shows up, so I gotta decide if it's worth it to coin out a 3-dropper just to play this. Probably just gonna end up playing that thing, I reckon. Okay, both bombers show up. Does she want to play something with 1 toughness? No, she's just pings me. Oh, it's actually kind of annoying. This bomber doesn't do me any good. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stick to the plan then. We'll just play the Golem. It's more durable than the bomber. And I think it's worth it to get this out here.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Alright, this is a little bit annoying. But I think, you know, if you don't play Mad Bomber here, then you're not doing it right. Let's get it on. Huh? No. No, that didn't go as planned. Well, guess we'll kill the little pig. Pass the turn. Oh, she silences the Golem. Well, at least she can't ping it to death. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite reach up high enough to kill that. So here we're going to play off curve. I'm going to use the Wolf Rider to kill off Mr. Spellbreaker. This keeps the Golem alive, and it dares her to ping it instead of playing a real 5-drop. And then if she does ping this off, I almost would be glad, because then Matter Bomber could be playable as a expensive Chillwind Yeti with worse stats. Oh, hey, Leper Gnome. Alright, this is good. So we now get to play this guy, which the odds of not killing that leper gnome are infinitesimal. Just absolutely infinitesimal. Almost impossible for that to happen. Oh my god. Seriously? You know what? I'm going to bring up a calculator and do this right now. So let's see. 5 and 6 odds. No, wait, what am I talking about? There's a 2 and 3 chance that it won't kill him. Okay, so then we raise that to the 6th power. There is, well, I guess it's not as low as I thought. There is an 8.78% chance that you wouldn't kill Leper Gnome in that situation. Which, you know, is really kind of ridiculous. Leper Gnome lived. Luckily, it didn't matter too much. It dealt an extra damage because 2 damage because it hit me, and it dealt 2 damage to this, so it's not like necessarily game-changing, but Jesus. Matter Bomber. I hate you so much. Water Elemental. Oh my god, Water Elemental and Flame Cannon. Well, at least it hits that guy. The Warper is nice to have because I can play Shield Mini-Bot here. But Jesus, Water Elemental. Well, let's hit him in his fat face. She has the Polymorph. Anything else? Mage. A Mechanical Yeti. Alright. I'm definitely behind here. Oh, she chooses to hit me instead of killing a creature? Well, that's giving me some hope. I could catch up with that. Alright. I don't have enough. This is 5 damage. Kills the Yeti, but these guys don't quite kill the Elemental. The other option, I could play the Defender of Argus. That would let these 2 things kill the Elemental, but then I don't kill the Yeti. So we're going to actually just do this to see what I get from the Yeti. See what spare part I get. Maybe I get +1 attack or emergency coolant. No. Rusty Horn, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, is this even worth it? I could put it on this, but what's the point? Honestly, let's just do that and hit her in her fat face. This is going very, 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 very badly. I'm about equal on health, but she has a ton of cards, and mine aren't. Oh, gosh, seriously. Oh, she steals the shielded one. Oh, no. Oh, God, this game is just too hilarious for words. This could have been a Sunwalker. This could have been a Sunwalker, and that would have been better than Defender of Argus. So I might have misdrafted a little bit, contributing to my own demise. Alright, so she kills all my stuff. Keeps on hitting me in the face. Oh god, am I in trouble? This thing doesn't have taunt even. Oh, I can't even do anything, honestly. This thing doesn't kill that. Okay, we'll pop the shield, I guess, on my own shielded mini-bot, because this at least can't be pinged to death, but this is just really, really, really bad. Oh, she has that thing. Okay, well, anything she had would have been bad for me. There's really no way I could have been in a good position here. We just got the smackdown laid on us here. She's not even bothering to kill my stuff. Oh, maybe she is. She's thinking about it. Undecided. Torn. Spaz the Reuben mage here, and she decides just to fucking go for it. Okay. Well, we have that. That's not gonna do it. And I'm gonna concede. Yes, I know I could give this thing taunt. It doesn't matter. It just pings it, kills it, and then keeps hitting me. Okay, so like I said, I don't really care how this goes. This last run was so amazing. Let's just try not to get to 0 wins here, because that would be, man, 2 Paladin. Okay, if this run goes to 0, even though I like Paladin, I'm just going to have to put Paladin on my shit list out of just pure self-interest, because apparently I can't play Paladin or get bad luck with Paladin or whatever. I would need to get off of that train. Because, yeah. 2 zeros with 1 class within like a month of each other is pretty unacceptable. We have a priest. The Changster? Okay. That's a name for the ages. Let's see, do we keep this? Yeah, I'll keep this hand. So I get to play this on turn 2. Turn 3, I can either kill something with the Wolf Rider or play the Golem. Oh god, I really love those death maces. Is that what they're called? What was the power mace? Mace power? Whatever it is. The Shaman 3-2 for 3 that gives a buff to a mech when it explodes. That's such a good card. And you can really trigger that benefit pretty reliably. Very, very good stuff. Alright, we'll play the Mad Scientist, even though I never got any secrets. Common secrets are so bad, it's just hard to justify taking them even when you have the potential for this synergy. Wow, bold! He just Shadow Word Pains that thing. Doesn't even care. Well, it's a good gamble because I didn't have any secrets. So, get the Golem out. Next turn, probably going to be True Silver championing something. Although, if I could kill it with a Wolf Rider, I would, so that I could put Blessing of Wisdom on this Golem. Ah, he's got Light Spawn. Interesting, I could actually use the Blessing of Wisdom here. If I throw a Wolf Rider at this, it becomes a 2-2. I could put the Harvest Golem there, get a card. Alternative is I use the True Silver Champion. Well, the thing is, with the True Silver Champion, I mean, I'm still attacking and damaging this Golem, so I might as well do this and get a card. And if he doesn't have a damage, I can get 2 cards out of that thing, which is worth it. So this puts pressure on him now that he needs to kill this so that I don't get an extra card. Oh, he doesn't have it. Alright, so we'll get 2 cards out of it. Sweet dogs. So, always draw cards first. Let's get our card here. It's a piece of junk. Note that True Super Champion is not a spell, so it doesn't trigger this guy's thing. Whereas Seal of Light, for example, would have. It's got 6 cards to my 6, and I got an Ogre. Of course, priests can deal with ogres with Shadow Word Death. It's a possibility that I always have to contend with. This thing's pretty junky, though. That's good to see. Seal of Light, kind of inactive. Wow, he does nothing else. So this guy's clearly just afraid of me killing stuff with True Silver Champion, but I think you've just got to throw it out there because otherwise you're never going to catch up. So I can either play the Ogre and maybe it dies to Shadow Word Death, or I can play the Knife Juggler and take a 50-50 shot of Knife Juggling this guy into Oblivion, and then if I don't, I can still always use my damaged Golem to kill it. Is it worth it? I think it is because this is a really good mix of creatures. This thing survives Holy Nova and doesn't die to Shadow Words, and then these guys are the Knife Juggler is something dangerous that he really needs to kill, and I've got a weapon still. So I feel like it was worth it to delay this Ogre for getting this guy down there, because it's hard for priests to deal with this. Alright, Fen Creeper's a good card. However, I have some options here. Okay, well, that, I guess, simplifies my decision-making substantially, because if he hadn't stealthed this, I could have, like, Seal of Light and killed it, but that would have stopped me from playing the Ogre, or I could have played the Ogre, and then, like, yeah, use True Silver plus the Golem to kill it, which would probably have been the best move, because it's getting an Ogre on the table. So, do I play the Ogre here, or do I play 2 creatures instead of just 1? One of which also gives me a card. Let's play 2 creatures, get 2 Knifelings, see what happens. Matter Bomber. Okay, so we'll do this. And that Knife Juggler really has it out for my opponent's creatures. All 3 Knifelings have gone there. He's the opposite of Matter Bomber, who does not want to hit the opponent's creatures to save his life. So the Fen Creeper comes back. I wonder if this guy thought, you know, that thing where, like, if you stealth a taunt creature, the opponent can't do anything. That's not how it works. I wonder if he thought that, though. Let's see if he's got a good answer here. He has 7 cards to my lots. 9, 10 if you count the weapon. I've got a couple of 4 toughness things. Holy Nova would kill this stuff off. He could then kill off this. The Fen Creeper would live because of the heal from the Nova. Light of the Naru to get a Light Warden. And he does have the Holy Nova. So this thing goes up to the 5/2, and he can use the Fen Creeper now to kill the Dancing Swords, and live to tell about it, and get a card off of the Dancing Swords. So all in all, I think it was a pretty good turn for him. Alright, Stampeding Kodo doesn't really work, because this thing already got buffed. So I think now's the time to play the True Silver Champion. I mean, Boulder Festoger, which is not at all True Silver Champion. This thing does get healed an extra time, which would be funny if I had like a, what's his face? What's it called? Oh my god, Big Game Hunter, there we go. But I don't, so it didn't matter. And now, Shadow Word Death is the main thing I'm concerned about. If he has it, my board is looking pretty grim. He's not close enough to death that I could actually charge him to death. This is only 7 damage down to 15 health. It's not really worth it. Oh, this looks like a Shadow Word. Oh, he's got the Shadow Word Death. Fuck. And this thing gets buffed, so I can't kill it with the Kodo. Motherfucker. Well, that sucks. Seal of Light doesn't quite kill it. Reckless Rocketeer seems like a waste. Bomb Lobber, good top deck. Well, can't really complain about that. So we get to hit him for a little bit of damage. Make another recruit, which is nice. Not any point in using Seal of Light yet. We have 7 damage here. This is what, 3, 5, 6, 7 plus 7, 14 down to 7 health. Yeah, I can't really kill him yet. Hobgoblin, is he actually gonna get a combo? I guess he is, or he wouldn't be playing it. Wow, Mana Addict. What a terrible card. But it's Senjin Shieldmaster with Hobgoblin. I can't believe he actually... Oh my god! We got the Hobgoblin combo here. In Arena, a Hobgoblin with 3/1... This guy's gonna lose. This guy cannot possibly make it very far in the arena. He just can't. Playing Wisp so that he can beat... he can activate his Hobgoblin. Gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, here we gotta actually think very carefully. Because the Kodo will kill the Hobgoblin, but that doesn't leave me with anything else except for Mad Palmer. I'm not really well equipped to deal with his stuff. But he's out of cards, so if I just trade... Honestly, if I just trade evenly, for the most part, I'm okay. He, of course, has this thing, which I can't kill because it's just high enough not to die to the Kodo. 5 damage. Yeah, I can't really kill it. I mean, I could throw this. Well, this Seal of Light would be 7, and then, like, this would be 10. But then I can't deal with anything else. So, it's a tricky situation. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him get his cards from that Cleric. I'm going to play the Kodo, kill that Hobgoblin off. I'm going to disperse these guys a little bit, and then I'm going to play Matter Bomber and just see what happens. Here we go. Hit. No. Ah. No. No, no. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Mr. Mad Bomber. Okay, well, we have... He's going to be drawing 2 cards a turn, basically, thanks to Northshire Cleric. I can't really burn him out still. Even if this thing lives, it's 5, 10, 12 damage. I can't kill him. Yeah, wow, that's just great. That's a great follow-up to getting 12 wins, is Hobgoblin, Mana Addict, Northshire Cleric, Wisp. Of those, only the Northshire Cleric was a legitimate card. He clearly just took the Wisp to go with Hobgoblin. And he's Villain Chosen. That's a pretty good card. Pretty good card. Oh my goodness, I'm totally fucked. Should I just concede? I mean, I can kill this if I throw everything at it, then he has a freaking 5/3 left over. Alright, well, let's, you know, do that, this. When you're behind, play crap. If this weren't a Northshire Cleric, I might actually be okay. But because he's getting double cards per turn, I'm gonna quickly fall behind.
In the light's name.
And there's Light Warden number 2. So he played with Wisp. The first one card was a Light of the Gnar, which I think is a legitimate card. And then Hobgoblin, Ice and Temple Enforcer, that's a good card. Ouch. Well, he just loves to make 3 5s out of cheap crap. We're done here. Can I win 7, 9, 10? No, can't do it. Let's just make sure we have time for one more game instead of playing this one out to its grisly, miserable finish. Oh, he even bad-mouths me. Chankster, you suck. You suck. And I'm at 0 and 2. How did that happen? Well, there we are, 0 and 2. So I'm fighting for my life here. It's always possible, no matter how bad the opponent is. It's always possible to lose. They could actually hit their Hobgoblin, Mana Addict, Wisp draw and beat you. Here we go. Big Jim the Warlock, right on the heels of Chankster the Priest. This is really not a 0-win deck. I mean, sure, it has some card quality issues, but not 0 wins. You know, last time I got 0 wins, it was right after 12 wins, and it was the same thing where I finished the video, or I didn't finish the video. I got 12 wins early in the video, started a new run, and then lost to 0 promptly. So that could actually happen again, which would be comical because it was Paladin last time as well, getting the 0 wins. I really hope it doesn't happen. Oh, guys, no, just don't play stuff, please. Just roll over and die. Well, knife juggler, that's okay. So we have an important coin flip coming up. If he pops the Divine Shield, there will be a trade. If he doesn't pop the shield and it hits my face, I get to keep this guy alive. Let's see how the coin falls. Here goes nothing. And I lose it. Oh, of course. Of course. And the guy doesn't even know. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. It doesn't matter. He doesn't get punished for it here. So we trade 1 for 1. And right now, I haven't gotten ahead, but I haven't fallen behind either. Lost the coin flip. Alright, let's see what he's got going on. The Harp Skull, which is a pretty good answer to True Silver Champion, unfortunately. I could play the Fairy Dragon and a Recruit, and let the Fairy Dragon trade with the Golem, and then the Recruit can kill it, but the problem is you can just kill the Recruit with the Golem, and then I've gotten nowhere. So I am actually just going to do this to pass the time, and then hopefully I can kill his 4-drop with this weapon, leave the 2-1 there, and then play the Smith and then the Ogre, and then overwhelm him with my good creatures. Or Ogre-whelm him, as we might say. Alright, he's got 5 cards, though, back here. That's good to see because it's pretty junky at this point. And he goes back up a card, so he's going to get a card for this and a card for that. So he's technically very, very, very hesitantly ahead here. Let's go ahead and do this. And should I be greedy? You know, I'm going to be greedy and hold my weapon. The thing is, if I kill this, he's still got damage here for Power Overwhelming to kill my Smith, so I'm really not influencing that much the Smith's chances of survival. Especially, yeah, because like Shadow Bolt plus the Gnome would have killed it, so there's really no point for me wasting my weapon killing this damaged Golem, I don't think. So dies. Does he have life tap here? Okay. Decides to buff it up. Smart play though, just seeing what he got for his Golem Clockwork dude before attacking. Alright, I'll kill that off. And then here's this Golem here ready for his 6-drop. If he doesn't have a 6-drop or doesn't have anything good, I could catch back a little bit. I'm now a teensy-weensy bit behind though. He's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. And if he life taps, I am a card down. Hoping there's no Siphon Soul, which is not too distant of a hope. We are in the loser's bracket. So he might very well have been missing good cards from his draft. I again have this mad scientist who like shows up in every single game. There's this crappy 4-drop I was forced to take. Not the greatest hand. I do have, I guess, a 3 and a 4 I could play, which have a little bit of survivability. Let's see what he's got for my Ogre, though. That's the big question. A Tiger. Pretty good. Pretty good play, because that will kill my Dancing Swords. And give him a card. Alright, what I'm going to do here, instead of playing the swords, which just dies to the Tiger, I could play a Recruit, although of course, if I play the Recruit, the Tiger will kill something else, and I'll have too much health for the Recruit to kill. Alright, I'm I'm gonna try to flood the board here. Hit him in the face. It's a risk not putting down this stuff, but I figured getting a little bit more on the board was better since he seemed to have a lack of removal for this ogre. Does he really have Hellfire? That's unfortunate. That's going to make me regret not playing this stuff last turn. He actually has Hellfire, and I have no secret still. Ouch! So I could have just made a play that would have invalidated his Hellfire, and I chose not to, which is definitely questionable on my part. So let's play the Lobber to kill that, play Dancing Swords. Better late than never. He has 5 cards to 4, he can life tap, although he's below 20, so he can't life tap freely. My hand is junk. I've already lost an ogre. I have, what, a Fen Creeper? And I've also lost a Spiteful Smith. I've got a Fen Creeper, I've got Justice League. This guy. And he buffs it, which makes it quite ferocious, and it also doesn't die to these two guys anymore. Ouch. Seal of Light. How desperate is it that I kill that thing? I think I'd rather just kill off that and then hit him in the face. So it's a bit scary because you can use the Gurbashi to kill the Lobber off. Then I have 7/9 damage, which is not enough to kill him. The deck does have some reach. There's another Wolf Rider in here and there's a Reckless Rocketeer, but if he has more removal for my stuff, I'm going to lose this game and actually do it again where I went to 0 wins in the same video right after going to 12 wins, which is just all sorts of tragic. Well, let's see what happens. It's not over yet. So he's a 6/5, which is a big thing, admittedly. I have almost, but not quite lethal. He's used a Hellfire, a Shadow Bolt, and I guess that's it. He hasn't really used that much removal. This thing doesn't kill any of my stuff. And this is a mech, so all it's going to hit is Swords, this, or his own Gurbashi to ping it some more. Let's see which one it is. Why do my opponent's Fell Cannons never hit their own minions? Oh my god, it's Matter Bomber. Very dangerous minion to play when the opponent has a Gurbashi, but we're going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it doesn't kill any of my own minions. If it did, that would be disastrous, but I want to see where stuff lands before making my choices. Although, really, I'm hitting his face. I'm hitting his face all the way. Let's do this! Come on, Mad Bomber! Yeah, that's right. Nope. No, no, that's bad. Do you have any more bombs there? Nope, that's all for bombs. 9, 12, 13 damage. It could actually almost kill me here. Kills Dancing Swords. Not kills, damages Dancing Swords. Alright, I'm threatening lethal. He can kill 3 of my creatures with what he has. 4 if the Fell Cannon scores a good hit. I've got Reckless Rocketeer, Wolf Rider, I think I've already used True Silver Champion, I've already used Seal of Light. I didn't take the second Seal of Light. If I get Piloted Shredder, which could have been another Seal of Light, that could seal my doom. I got some of these. Oh god. This is quite the dramatic game. This is like more dramatic than the game for 12 wins, honestly. But I'm not going to complain. I got the 12 wins. If we get another 0-win run, then just fuck everything. Paladin's gonna go on the shit list, and that's that. He life taps to kill himself. Oh man, we survive. Oh god, Jesus. So he could have killed 3 things. I don't know why. He shouldn't have really quit. That was weird. You think that was a mistake? Because he could have killed my Matter Bomber and my Dancing Swords, which would have given him a card. Maybe that would have saved him. That card he got off of Dancing Swords. He should have at least killed Dancing Swords. And then the Fell Cannon might have killed my Recruit. I guess it was the Shielded Minibot that was going to do him in if he had no taunt removal or life gain. Oh my god. So we have the win there. Hard fought. It looks like this is going to be a 1-win or 2-win arena based on how those games went. So thanks for watching. Please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.